think we need to challenge these young people to try this for themselves.
Okay.
Hey, let me tell you one thing. There are absolutely no rules on how to do this. You have to figure out what works best for you. Nobody taught me how to do this. I had to figure it out for myself. So that's what makes it challenging, is it's trying something new that you've never done before.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah.
So again, if you don't want to do it, that's okay too.
See if you gotta try with your feet.
Everyone says, how long did it take you to learn how to write? And my answer is, well, they say, how long did it take you to write with your feet? And my answer is, how long did it take you to write with your hands? Because that's how I learned the way you learn. So now, after many, many, many years of practice, I can code something like that. Okay? But again, it's after a lot of practice and a lot of time. So everybody, well, look at yours, and when we're done, I want everyone to take this home and put it on your refrigerator. And tell your parents, tell anyone you want, I did this with my feet. I tried something different. And no matter what it looks like, it's wonderful because you tried something different and you succeeded. Someone said it's hard. Yes, it is hard. Learning new things is hard. But if you want to try, you need to work at it, you need to practice to be successful. It doesn't just happen the first time. So it requires a lot of work and a lot of energy. Now, I told you guys earlier about soccer, that I wanted to be a soccer player, but I couldn't run, so I ended up being the coach of my soccer team. And this is me, excuse me, the manager, and this is me with my coach. And again, the year we won the championship of the city that year. Okay, and as I told you also, I wanted to bowl. And this is me at the bowling alley, and as you can see, the ball is actually going down the middle of the lane for a change. And I did indeed receive the award for being the most improved bowler in my class. Thank you. And when I was a little boy, I wanted to learn how to drive. I played with cars, Matchbox, Hot Wheels, you name them, we played with them. And when I became 16, I wanted to learn how to drive, but of course, well, you know, everyone said, no, you can't, there's no way, no way, no way, but we found a way, and this is what the inside of my car looks like. Okay, you can see over here, this is the steering wheel down on the floor. This is the part where I put my foot into that, so that when I turn, I don't have to turn my foot, I just turn like this, and there's a swivel underneath there, so as I turn it, it turns the whole disc. And then over here is my gas pedal. This is my brake pedal, and this little green button here, that's my horn. Because if I need to slam on the brakes and honk my horn at the same time, I just do that right at the same time. And this is me sitting in my car, actually this is my truck, with my left foot in the steering wheel, and my right foot over there on the gas and brake. And I have been driving for so long. When I celebrated the 30th anniversary back in 2007, 30th anniversary of me getting my driver's license, I decided, you know what, I deserve a prize. So this is what I got for my 30th anniversary. Got a brand new car. That is a Mazda 3. And we have, again, it has a steering wheel on the floor, just like the one you just saw. And we've been doing quite a bit of traveling in this guy. So that was my prize for 30 years. Again, I loved playing baseball when I was little, but there was no way I could ever play on a professional baseball team, but I was able to do kind of the next best thing. And unfortunately, we don't have audio for this. Oh, happened to my, sorry. Let me see if we can get this going. Hold on a second. All right. Hitting the wrong button, that would make sense. All right, here we go. This was my first pitch at San Diego. It was a Nationals versus Padres game. This is a video. Normally there'd be music and everything for this, but unfortunately we don't have it piped in. But basically, you'll see me coming out onto the field. Again, professional baseball stadium, Petco Park down in San Diego. And the announcer is saying, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tom Willis of Tom's Feet Productions, which is the name of my company. Oh, you can hear that there. Tom was born without arms, so he learned to use his hands and feet to do everything in his life, from writing to driving and even pitching a baseball. Today Tom will go out and throw the first pitch to show the abilities of people with disabilities. So here I am. That's the pitcher's mound. It's a real live baseball stadium. And little prayer there, and here we go. And you'll see the very unique pitch that I have. And boop. That was my pitch. Now let me tell you a little story. When I got the call from the Padres saying, "Would you like to throw out the first pitch?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I would." And I hung up the phone and I said, "Well, let's see the distance from the pitcher's mound to home plate. 60 feet 6 inches." So I went out in the street and I got the tape measure. I measured it out, and then I threw the ball and I realized, oh God, I'm not very good. I've never done this before because I've never really played baseball for pitching. So I got together with a friend of mine who teaches his son's Little League team. And he taught me the mechanics of how to throw a pitch with your hands, and we kind of figured out a way to make mechanics of me to throw with my feet. So I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and the farthest I could throw the ball was about 58 feet, which was about 2 feet short of home plate. So the day of the game, everyone said, "Well, just go ahead and stand in the grass. You know, if you throw in the grass, it's a shorter distance and you'll get the ball across home plate." And I said, "No way." I said, "I'm going on the pitcher's mound." Because how many times do you get the chance to go on the pitcher's mound? And even if it bounces short, I don't care. Because I won the second I stepped up onto that pitcher's mound. So I was ready to accept a pitch that wasn't perfect. And if you watch that one, that pitch wasn't perfect. It was about exactly where I thought it would be. But I went up there and I tried something, like you guys trying with your crayons. I tried something that I had never done before, and I wasn't that good at it. But I practiced and I practiced, and now, out of the 11 pitches that I have thrown, 5 of them have been strikes. Because I now have the ability to throw 60 feet 6 inches. And the only way I did that was through practice, exercise, and more practice, okay? So here I am. I started with just the Padres game. Well, last year I spread out a little bit. I was all over the country. I went to 9 different stadiums last year. I went from the Milwaukee Brewers, Detroit Tigers, up to Toronto in Canada for the Blue Jays, Cleveland Indians, Cincinnati Reds, St. Louis Cardinals, Texas Rangers, the Tampa Rays, and the Florida Marlins. Well, just back in April, I was at Dodger Stadium, and I got to throw a pitch at Dodger Stadium. This is me in action here. And then later this summer, I'm going to be going to Boston for the Red Sox, to Arizona for the Diamondbacks, and Houston for the Astros. Hopefully there'll be more. I'm still working on it. So after that, I will have been to 14 out of the 30 stadiums, almost half. And the reason I'm doing that is because that very first day, I said, you know what? I'm going to stand up on the mound and give it a shot no matter what happens. If I stood in the grass, none of this ever would have happened. So it was that ability, that chance that I took to try something outside of what I knew I could do, like you guys trying to color with your feet. You never know where things can lead. And this is what I looked like in St. Louis. That's what I looked like in Miami. It was so hot I had to wear shorts. And that's what I looked like up in Los Angeles for the Dodgers. Okay? Now, people without arms can do a lot of things. Okay, I just pitch a ball. I have a friend named Jessica who lives in Arizona, young lady born without arms. She is the first person to ever receive a license from the FAA to fly an airplane, oops, I skipped ahead, with her feet. Whoa. She drives that airplane totally with her feet. You see her foot up on the hand, well, whatever it's called. I don't know. But she's the first person to ever, she's the first person to ever get a license. Now, let me jump back a little bit. You've heard of the TV show America's Got Talent? Yeah. Well, they have that all over the world. Like in China, they have a show called China's Got Talent. And you know who won it last year?
Yes.
I don't know what his name is. Liu Wei. But he won, and he plays piano with his feet. When he was a boy, he picked up an electrical wire with his arms. and he lost both arms. He was taking piano lessons at the time, and after he got over the injury and his arms had been removed, he went back and the teacher said, "I'm not going to teach you. You don't have arms." So he taught himself how to play, and he won the competition for the entire country of China. And these people look different and they act different, but
It's okay to be different!
okay, I just got one more young lady for a moment.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, the guy you're
Lights is late.
No, I have a pink hat.
Oh,
Maybe-
okay.
Why is
Yeah,
your
that
shirt
makes sense.
Why is your shirt today? Can we go
Wait a
and play
second.
baseball?
Okay, like this hat, it says SD for San Diego. It's all yours. All you gotta do is put it on your head.
Can't use your hands.
That was that. Oh, I haven't been.
You're spilling your drink.
Oops. Yeah. You can reach that out. Go ahead, put your head down there. Right, there you go. Moved. There you go.
Wow, what a nice hat.
That's a really nice hat.
That's a
Okay, you can go ahead and sit down now. But like I showed you guys earlier, there's more than what does your hat?
Oh.
Watch step this.
Thank you.
But there's not always going to be a table. There's not always going to be a table available to put the hat on. So I had to figure out another way, and I showed you guys outside. 1,
Thank you.
2, 3.
Thank you for the hat.
That wasn't supposed to happen. What should I do now?
Take off your shoes. Pick it up with your mouth.
What should I do next?
Take off your shoes. Take off your socks.
What should I do again?
Try.
What should I do next?
Try again.
Try again. Thank you. Try. I mean, I don't just say, "Oh well, I missed. I'm not going to wear a hat today." Like, no, I got to try again. I can't give up. Something doesn't always work the first time. You got to do it second, third, fourth, however many times it takes. You're not supposed to drop it either. I do it like that. I practice for a whole heck of a lot, and I put on the hat different. I look different. I act different, and
It's okay to be different.
boys and girls, thank you so very much for being with
Thank
me
you,
here today. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Please see some of your pictures as well.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for inviting us. That was really a wonderful presentation.
Hi guys, nice seeing you all.
We love
This
you
is Mary Lou.
so.
This is my wife, Mary Lou.
Bye, everybody.
Bye guys.
Thanks a lot.
Have a nice summer.
Thank you. Have a nice summer.
All